Hey, what is up, guys? Mashalom ha. My name is Teacher Keith, and this is my fourth installment in the ongoing series of Israeli tourism. We are looking at the Galilee region, and we are pulling this out of Lonely Lonely Planet Israel, the Palestinian territories. Okay, so um, let's continue to read this lovely book. Let's look here. We have Mount Tabor, and this one rings true as it is very known for the um, part about Moses in the Bible. Okay, so Mount Tabor. You don't have to be a Christian pilgrim to enjoy the beauty of Mount Tabor. It's a teeth-clenching ride, 16 hairpin turns up to the curvaceous summit, which sits high above Jezreel Valley. Okay, multicolored, uh, sits high above Jezreel Valley's multicolored patchwork of fields. Mount Tabor is the site of the Transfiguration. Matthew 17, 1 through 9, Mark 9, 2 through 8, and Luke 9, 28 to 36. This was the occasion when it is believed Jesus was seen by some of the disciples to be talking with the prophets Moses and Elijah. Okay, when a voice from heaven proclaimed, Jesus as my son that I have chosen. Luke 9, 35. Two large churches on the mountain summit, Franciscan and Greek, commemorate the event. A Byzantine church probably already existed here when Benedictine monks were installed on the mount in 1099 by the Crusaders. They were massacred in a Turkish attack in 1113 that also saw their buildings destroyed. The monks later returned to build a new church and a monastery, which survived an attack by Saladin in 1183, but not the defeat of the Crusaders at the Horns of Hittin in 1187. The Muslims then built their own fortress on the mount, and it was on the believed site of the Transfiguration. This inspired the Fifth Crusade. Although a Crusader siege in 1217 failed, the Muslims dismantled the fortress because they realized it would continue to be a major provocation. Later in the 13th century, a series of truces made it possible for Christians to return to the Mount until in 1263 they were expelled by Sultan Baybars. Okay, so we do have Basilica of the Transfiguration. The entrance to the Franciscan complex is through the main gate of the Muslims' 13th century fortress. Restored in 1897, its defensive wall, including 12 towers, goes all the way back around the summit, about 150 meters inside the gate. To the right is a small chapel, built on Byzantine foundations. It commemorates the conversion between Jesus and his disciples after the Transfiguration. Mark 9, 9 through 13. The cemetery to the north is medieval. The one to the south is from the 1st century. we can finish this. At the end of the drive is the Basilica. 8 a.m. to noon, built in 1924, and definitely one of the Holy Land's most beautiful churches, both inside and out. A particular highlight is the lovely mosaic of the Nativity. On the right of the piazza, in front of the basilica, stands the Franciscan monastery and hospice, while on the left are the remains of the Byzantine monastery. No visitors are allowed inside the basilica during services. And remember, Franciscan. Okay, so there you have it. That is my 4th installment of tourism in Israel. Do me a favor and like and smash me a subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, in the next lesson as my loyal subscriber. Le'itrat, le'itrat. My name is Teacher Keith. Bye-bye. Le'itrat.